So we have kind of an exciting giveaway that we're going to talk about at the end of the newsletter. So please stick with us because it's kind of a big one. Hi, welcome to our November newsletter. And before we get into November and everything going on, I want to recap October. October was so fun for us down here, not only in our office, but in Stillwater, in the Stillwater area. We had our open house in our office is finally open. We have all our desks and chairs. The copy machine is coming tomorrow. And we had so much fun. Saw our family, friends, our clients past and current, and we just enjoyed it so much. And we appreciate everyone who came down to help us celebrate. What a great time. And then that same week, it was downtown trick-or-treating. And again, our team is amazing, and we all dressed up and had so much fun. We gave out over, I think, 2,200 pieces of candy that day, and it was just a beautiful day. And I know it's a year from now, but if you mark your calendar now, if you have kids, nieces, nephew, grandkids, whoever, your dog, come down next year for the trick-or-treating. It's so much fun. So here we are in November already, and we've got a lot going on. Again, we have Hometown for the Holidays, which is kind of the whole month, and it kind of kicks off right after Thanksgiving. But go to greaterstillwaterchamber.com, and we're going to kick this off downtown Stillwater the Friday and Saturday after Thanksgiving. Friday is Black Plaid Friday, kind of a hats off to our lumberjack history, and then small town or small business Saturday, and it's all great. We're gonna have carolers. They're gonna have, the lift bridges being lit up on Friday. That's gonna be gorgeous. If you want to be down here around 5 o'clock, that's super fun. And then we come down every year for this, and trust me, you will enjoy it. The businesses appreciate it. The restaurants are bustling and hustling, and it's just a good time. And then also one more thing, I know this is a lot, there is a gingerbread competition, and it's actually going to be in December where the competition is at the Water Street Inn, but start thinking about that now. It's going to be super fun. Start to get creative. Put a gingerbread together with you, your family, your friends, however you want to enter. So super good, super fun, lots of stuff going on. And speaking of the holidays, today, meet our marketing coordinator, Katie Lucan, and she is going to talk about how we can, if your home's being listed or you're going to think about listing it, how we decorate for the holidays, because a lot of people are like, should I not put my tree up or should I? So as experts, what's our opinion?
Yeah, I think if your house is on the market during the holidays, number one, you want to keep it simple. This might be the year to skip the inflatable.
Right. Exactly.
If you have the inflatable snowman, skip it. Less is more. Secondly, think classy. You want like the wreath on the door, pretty wreath, pretty garland, white lights.
White lights.
Yep.
I love white lights, but this is kind of there's always this, like, I want it to look like fruitcake, and I want all the different ornaments, and I want everything going on.
Yep.
But you can do that every other year.
Exactly. This is the year to scale back.
And it's if you have kids, it's a good conversation to have with your kids.
Right.
Like, this is why we're doing it.
Right.
Next year is going to be even better because we're going to be in our new house. Yeah.
Definitely. About the tree. If you have the room, if you have tall ceilings, that will highlight your tall ceilings. If you are shoving it into a corner, this might be the year to skip it.
Okay.
Sad.
I know.
But
or get a little Charlie Brown tree.
Right. Make it cute. Get the Charlie Brown tree that fits.
Right.
But yeah, think about your space, and if it fits and highlights your house, do it. This is a great time to bring out the charm in your house. So if you have a fireplace and you have showings, have the fireplace on.
Right.
You know, have your cute stockings.
Yeah.
Have those hanging on your mantle. This is a great time if you have like a pretty staircase.
Right.
The garland draping. Just think classy, greens, white lights, wreaths. Keep it simple, classy.
And we want to honor, I always tell my clients, you have to live there.
Yes.
And especially if you have kids, it gets a little more tricky because you have to explain to them why you're not going all out. But in simplifying, I want to talk about the Christmas village for a minute. because people who have them usually have a lot.
Yes.
So again, scale it back, maybe only put a few things in and not the whole display this time.
Right.
So,
Yep.
yeah. Great.
That's our tips.
I know. And they're beautiful. Homes are beautiful during the Christmas. So we really want to capitalize on it.
Definitely.
Thanks, Katie.
Yeah, absolutely.
This month we have a little bit of a change up. Stephanie, who is our marketing and numbers person, is having surgery on our filming day, and wishing her the best. By the time we roll this out, we know she'll be home and recovering, and like I said, we're praying for her and wishing her the best. And sitting in is, because we all know our numbers. We just, we all do. I mean, we have to dig into this stuff. And so Chantel's here to talk about what the market's doing and what we predict. And, we're in November. So how are we doing in November?
Yeah, so, well, for last month in the Stillwater area, we had our active listings at about 69, which pre-pandemic, it was closer to like over 100.
Yeah.
So it has gone down, and same with Hudson. Hudson was at 96 for active listings, and pre-pandemic it was around like 173. So we are consistently seeing this, active listings slowing down and everything like that. But they have been going down since 2016. So this isn't like a huge aftermath of the pandemic or anything like that. This is just kind of the way it has been going.
It just was a big jump during, when COVID first, everyone locked down. So we saw this gradual and then this big,
Yep.
And now we've kind of just plateaued a little bit, do you think?
For sure. And then, like we said last month too, there's a lack of inventory, which is great for sellers because there's not a lot of competition out there, but not so great for buyers because there's not a lot of options out there.
Right, exactly.
So yeah, and
I'm going to interrupt for just one second because I want to tell you, when you're talking about it wasn't great for buyers, but at the same time, we're starting to not have this mad dash to purchase. So I went out on showings, actually with Stephanie's clients. I went out on showings with them on Saturday, and we saw 5 homes in a row. When's the last time we were able to schedule 5? I mean, they're like, you have to go that day, and then they're gone.
Yep.
I'm like, this is awesome.
Right? Totally. And then I know a lot of people are also trying to get in before the holidays and things like that. And if you're looking to get in before the winter holidays and you're going to be financing, you have about 2 weeks to find something. So just keep that in mind too. If you don't want to be in that rush of trying to get, into something that soon, then maybe it's time to just kind of like take a break, enjoy the holidays.
Yeah.
Just keep your eye open kind of thing.
So financing is typically 30 days is about what we're seeing. I mean, it used to be 45, but everyone wants to close quicker. So, and then you got a few holidays in there. Yeah. And we're not headed for a crash by any means.
No.
We get that question all the time. It's not, none of the reports we read, none of the numbers we look at predict that at all. The interest rates are still low.
Yep.
People are still out buying. I mean, it's happening. Let's talk about pricing.
Yeah, so I know that a lot of people have been talking to me about that they've seen a lot of price reductions happening more and more often. And I think this all comes back to when we have listings, we're doing a ton of research to find out what price point will be the best and what will sell the best and things like that for that property. So I think it's a really good thing to don't just look at what the Zestimate on Zillow says, because that's
I'm
not.
I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Yeah, go ahead.
Because that's not always accurate. We do a ton of research. We know the area, so trust your realtor, trust us. We know what we're doing.
Yeah.
When it comes to listing your home.
Yeah. Thank you. It's great having you here talking about numbers.
It's fun.
I know. So let's talk about Zillow for a minute. If you've been watching the news for the last month, you probably heard that they are shutting down their iBuyer program. They are dumping over 7,000 homes that they overpaid for. They were thinking they were gonna, flip them, and then they couldn't get product. They couldn't get, the labor to do it, and they realized they paid too much for it. And all of that is based on some algorithms that just didn't work. I mean, if all you're looking at is taxes and square footage, you're gonna get different numbers than those of us that actually go in the homes, know the neighborhoods. Their estimates are always off. It drives us crazy as agents to say, well, I have this estimate and that's what I wanna go with. But what I'm telling you is Zillow isn't going away. Just because they've had this fairly large, maybe it's not a bump in a road, maybe it's more like a pothole, they're not going away. They're a great search engine. And of course, we want you to call us. There is no substitute. I can't even shout this from the mountaintop. There's no substitute for the agent that knows you, your house, and your neighborhood. Zillow's not going away. They're still going to be there. Go ahead and search on them if you want. But when it comes to buying or selling a home, you need to call a local agent. And here at Truen Group, we have some of the best agents in the area. There's my little soapbox on Zillow. So we talked about the iBuyer program and how that's kind of flopped, but we here at Truen Group have real buyers. Human beings who are looking for real homes, and here to help us talk about what our buyer needs are is Connie Paulson, the newest member of our team. Super excited that you're with us. This is fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, and if you're from Stillwater, the Stillwater area, familiar face, so tell people who might say, oh, I know her from
Tin Bins. So I used to manage Tin Bins until it closed down with COVID, and then it made me think about what I wanted to do next, and real estate was something I was interested in, and so I made the plunge, and I'm really excited to be on board here.
Yeah, we're excited. And if you follow us on Instagram and Truen Group on Instagram, you're going to start kind of talking about Stillwater, moving to Stillwater, and all the fun things we have going on. So
and there's a lot going on, so it's exciting.
It is exciting.
Yeah.
So, okay, some of our buyer needs, you're just kind of getting your feet wet and kind of warmed up, and so we're always on the hunt. And what are some of the things people are looking for that we actually have real buyers for?
Okay, I know there's real buyers that are looking for property. It'd be like 5 to 10 acres in the Stillwater area, Hudson, or River Falls, between 500 and 800.
Yeah, and I think that we have a couple buyers in that category. I think one of them actually is looking for more of a hobby farm. So we got or a horse property. So we want to make sure it's an area that would kind of accommodate horses. We have a lot of that, especially up in Grant and western Wisconsin. Who else do we have?
Not a surprise, people that are looking for like waterfront, lake property or rivers. I mean, that's big in this area. And so it's people that are looking Minnesota and Wisconsin side on the river. It doesn't matter which side you're on. And lakes, there's White Bear Lake, Carnelian, and Square Lake are hot spots. So if there's anybody that's got a friend that maybe is talking about moving, or you yourself, I mean, here's a chance to get it out there.
Yeah, and I mean, even though this isn't the best time of year sometimes to show lake property, it actually, I mean, we sell lake property all year long, and so there's lots of ways we've done it before, we know how to do that marketing, and still cabins. And by the way, Tom and I are looking for a cabin too, so gosh, if you guys are at your cabins over the winter and you've kind of heard that maybe someone's selling, make sure to let us know.
Yeah, that is exciting. The other thing I know people are looking for is one-level townhouses. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of people that are out there looking, and it seems like it's the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Like if there's multi-levels, they're already not interested. So maybe if you've got a townhouse, it's a one level, and you're thinking about going south, here's your chance to have a buyer.
Yeah. Or you know what? Or we find out. This is interesting. Over the holidays, so we have our snowbirds. Some have already left. Some wait till after the holidays, and they'll actually like be with their family and say, you know what, we're thinking this is our last year of owning this house. We're really looking for a townhome. That's kind of who we have, right? And so, or you're with your family over the holiday. They're in a one-level townhome, and they're at that age where they decided they're going to go into senior living. Either of those scenarios happen a lot in the next month or two.
And so buyers are out there. So if you're in the market,
give us
someplace
a call.
else.
Yeah. Anything else we got on the docket?
Let's see, first-time home buyers.
We always have first-time home buyers. I mean, like especially now, that group is getting bigger and bigger. So yeah.
And all over the Twin Cities. So if you've got something in the market, maybe under 400,000 or 3.
Yeah, in that range.
And maybe you've got
move-in ready, anything.
Yeah, maybe you have a house that needs a little fixing up. Maybe you don't want to do it, and you could sell it for a little less, and the new buyers can fix it up the way they like.
Yeah. Yep. So that is about it. I think we're still looking for that log cabin home. So please, you guys, if anyone knows anything in the Stillwater, western Wisconsin area, other than that, thank you.
Keep my eyes open. Yeah,
and welcome.
Thanks. Well, thank you.
So every month we do a rehab corner, and we've been kind of checking in with Jacob over on the Lake Nokomis area and see how his duplex is coming as an investor and as someone who wants to rent out their properties. But before we go there, I want to have a quick conversation with Chantel. Chantel and her husband own a house here in the Stillwater area, and they're going to be redoing their kitchen. And something we need to know is that there's a difference between rehabbing a home because you're going to use it as a rental and rehabbing a home that you're going to live in, but it's not your forever home. So you want to make it super cool, but you're going to live there. It's your house.
Right. Yeah, it's our first house too, and so it's not something that we're, wanting to put in an $80,000 kitchen remodel into.
Right.
We always joke that we're balling on a budget, and so everything that we are doing to our kitchen, we were able to find at Menards in stock, ready to go, which is kind of unheard of right now too.
Yes.
So refrigerator in stock, cabinets in stock, things like that. So yeah, we're really excited about it.
I know, and we're gonna now. You have to follow us on Instagram, right? Because we're gonna we'll be rolling out different segments and following you on this. Did you go to Menards and say, I have a vision and this fits it? Or did you go, this is in stock, how can we make this work?
Yeah, definitely more like this is in stock, it's at our right price point, and so how can we fit this into what would our kind of dream kitchen be for this house, for this time in our life?
Right, right. As we're talking about this, I just realized we're all in this transition mode. So we downsize and we're moving into a townhome. We're not completely opposite. We're more of the, who do we hire? And what can we get because we've done what you've done. So there's all different levels of rehabbing and fixing up, from DIY, what's in stock, kind of, let's say, lower end, not for you, but I'm talking as an investment property, just making it durable and affordable, and then all the way up. Gosh, we've got the whole spectrum covered, don't we?
Yep.
I'm really excited to see what you did, because I was your agent when you bought the house, so I know what your kitchen
You saw all the wallpaper and the oven from the 80s.
I know, I saw it all. This will be fun. So make sure that you check out our Instagram page, Chantel's Instagram page, and this will be fun.
Yeah, for
All
sure.
right, cool. Thanks. Thanks for sticking with us through this newsletter. It was a fun one. We've had so much going on here, not only at Truen Group, but in Stillwater, in the metro area, and it's always exciting to share that stuff with you. So here's the announcement. We have 2 tickets for the Winter Classic, which is being held on January 1st, New Year's Day, and we are so excited to be able to give these tickets away. And we're gonna have an announcement, or the details I should say, will be on our Instagram page. So please follow us there. We're gonna talk more about it coming up after Thanksgiving. So get through your Thanksgiving, enjoy the time with your family and your friends. Come down to Stillwater, go shopping either Friday or Saturday. It's so much fun. And then look for us to announce 2 tickets to give away to the Winter Classic. It's gonna be so much fun.